literally right here, like I kid you not, that's how tiny our location was. They're waiting for you to make a mistake so they can be on top of you, pull you to the back while you're working to tell you what you did wrong, what you better improve on, and get back out there and put a smile on your face. Back to me covering at other locations. Whenever I would cover at other locations and it wasn't that constant pressure, that constant nagging in my ear, I just could feel myself naturally talking to the customers, naturally bringing in that welcoming environment that honestly I feel pretty good at with being in customer service and just talking to people. But when you're constantly in my ear telling me, don't forget to smile, don't forget to talk, don't forget to like make her happy today, go talk to her, go start a conversation with her, look, they're just on their phone, go talk to them. I was like, I'm not in the entertainment industry. Like, what is happening? Try to like talk to people, but I would feel so anxious while putting on a smile and talking to them because my supervisor was still behind me listening to the whole conversation, listening to if I made them laugh enough, if I made their day, if I made them smile enough. I just felt like a little entertainment robot rather than a person. I'm probably going to put this on like 2-3x speed because of how much that I feel myself talking already. A bit more. I choked on my energy drink. I'm not crying. Another thing, I did all my crying yesterday when I quit. Whenever I worked at the other location and their supervisors were much more calmer and stuff, let me actually touch on that upon more because people are probably like, why didn't you just transfer? It was just your location. Why didn't you just like skedaddle on over? When I would literally see the TikToks, it was most every location. I just got a coffee delivery. We switched over to Dunkin' and already 10 out of 10. Like feel a lot of people are going to ask, why didn't I just switch locations? Why didn't I transfer? That location was obviously better, so this and that. In my time working at this location, I covered at I think 4 to 5 other stores, and I knew a lot of people who had worked at, covering at other stores. You talk to a lot of people and they had worked at their own other stores, their own other locations outside of even the district, and I didn't hear one person with a good experience, so I literally had no hope. A good experience, I mean that it was just as demanding, it was just as low labor, it was just as bad, the work environment for the workers, and so that's what I mean by not a good experience. Like every little situation was bad. I loved some of our regulars. I loved the regulars who remembered my birthday. They told me happy birthday. This was my birthday month. So I literally was just like, they're like, what are you gonna do this weekend? Because I was MOP, so I had to talk a lot to people. And it was just like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm celebrating my birthday, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A lot of my customers came on my birthday because I worked on my birthday, and they were like, happy birthday. And I was just like, that's so freaking sweet. You remembered. You didn't have to get me anything, obviously. But the fact that you remembered and you came in, not even to buy a drink, but just to wish me happy birthday, like filled my little soul up. I need to finish one story at a time whenever I would cover, and then I would ask people there, how's the work environment here? How's your boss? Should I transfer here? They looked at me so scared and they said, do not transfer here. I'm not gonna go location by location. Each location was bad. I just remember vividly my first ever location that I really wanted to transfer at, and I was like, should I transfer here? Like, I can breathe more here. When I worked there, I was like, oh, like it's actually so fun and rewarding working here when you have the right team, the right boss, the right managers, the right shifts. And I was like, I really want to work here. I talked to 4 girls separately at that location because I covered there so much more than the other locations, and I was like, should I transfer here? Everyone said like, just run. I was like, what? They're like, our boss, one thing you'll do wrong, she won't give you a warning, nothing, immediate write-up. One girl came in, I believe 10 minutes late, immediately fired on the spot. She didn't give her professional write-up, nothing. My friend, because I knew the girl got fired, sent me a long message saying it was nice meeting you. I was literally crying, like I was so upset. I was like, I could be next. Like I have no job security here. She is filing for, I think, a suing because they didn't give the 3 strikes that you're supposed to give. They didn't give a professional letter warning, this is your first warning, nothing, just firing on the spot for being 10 minutes late. Yeah, no.